moment in teaching students with autism this school year?
Okay, so this school year, my most memorable moment just happened maybe a couple weeks ago. So our schedule is very consistent. We know that with students with autism, we need that consistency, that structure, because that's how they succeed the most. So our schedule is basically the same every single day. We just change the activities because that also can be boring. So I do a lot of hands-on activities during centers. And maybe 2 weeks ago, I was giving them this instruction on like what center to go to, and they all stood up before I said, okay, let's get to work. That's like my cue. Okay, let's get to work. Before I even said, let's get to work, they all stood up, and I was like, where are they going? Because I didn't say, go ahead. And then I told my parents, wait, stop, just let them. I want to see where they go. They knew exactly what center to go with because they are so used to going to the same center every single day. They knew that the first center with Miss Julie is so-and-so. And I had 2 students who were still a little lost, but the rest, I have 13 students total. The rest of the 11 kids all knew exactly what center they belonged to. So to me, that's like, wow, they're listening, they're retaining it, the consistency, the schedule, it's all making, progress. And to us, that's a little thing, but it's really, really big, a big successfulness.
Yes, a memorable moment that I had was with a student who was fairly new to us, and he just was very aggressive, and he just didn't have any connection with anybody here, and he was pretty aggressive where a lot of times I did need to kind of protect him from himself and from others. And I thought after that incident that he would have hated me and not had any connection with me, but actually it brought us closer. I was able to have a relationship with him, and he was the student where he didn't want to do what I asked him, what anybody asked him. He didn't want to go with our class in the teens. He wanted to do what he wanted, and just building that relationship with him and showing him that I cared, he's completely transformed. He's in our class, he's doing our centers, and for me, he's just a huge success. And so I'm just really, really happy to be working with this student and seeing that now he feels safe and he feels comfortable.
Awesome, thank you.
My favorite memory this year is a student success story. I have a student with Fragile X in which writing is difficult for him. One of his goals created for him before he was my student was a writing goal to trace letters and simple sentences. Last year, I was told by one of his family members that they work hand over hand with him at home because he cannot trace independently. In class, when he would trace, his letter tracing was not legible. One day, we saw that he was trying to write the letters independently. So my team began having him write his name without the highlighting support that we usually give him. We would motivate him and praise him. He loved hearing the praise, so he would try to work hard on his handwriting. After a lot of writing tasks and perseverance, this February, he was able to independently handwrite a Valentine's Day card to his parents. I'm so proud of this student for his hard work.
My most memorable moment this school year working with kids with autism is a student in particular who had a hard time working on his confidence and self-esteem. And we've been working, he's been going to the counselor. He is now multiplying within 100, and he is now going to push into gen ed. So we're super proud of him and proud of all of the moments that he's had throughout the school year.
So I have many students that use AAC devices, and an incredibly memorable moment and meaningful moment to me this year was when a student, he didn't use his AAC device, he used his words to say my name.
Yes, most memorable, first day of school. After being on distance learning versus the modified 2-day-a-week schedule, when we had all our kids back for the full day, to see the kids ready to let go of their mom. I think this is the first year that kids just let go of parents, and parents are at the gate looking so sad. And the kids are like, bye, like we're done free. I think that was it. That was the most memorable, getting to actually high five them, fist bump them understanding or trying to understand where we stood with the mask. It was a fresh breath there. After being on distance learning, you see the kids virtually, but to see their smiles and to see them excited to see you, that was great for me.
Just wanted to give a shout out to Destiny, Michelle, and Naomi. Ladies, you guys have done amazing things over the years, and just being able to reconnect with you this year and see all the different things you're doing in your classrooms with your students, listening to you, troubleshoot with you, go through various things has been such an awesome experience for me. Just to see your connection with your students, connection with the staff around you, your willingness to go through the day-to-day, whatever it happens to be, and put the time and the energy into it for the students, for yourself, for the classroom, just to give it your all. It's really great to hear, and to be able to go in and to have seen that in your guys' classroom has been such a beautiful thing. Your guys' relationships and your connections and your hearts come through in everything that you do. So keep up the amazing work. Well deserved recognition. Congratulations to all of you.
Hi, I'd like to recognize Christina Cordero and her staff at the Dream Big Children's Center. You see, Christina had a dream to create a warm and inviting, cozy, play-based learning environment where neurotypical children and children on the autism spectrum could play and have fun together, could make friends, and all this while learning the skills necessary to be successful in the classroom. And I'm happy to report that Christina's dream became a reality, and she did dream big. She has opened 5 Dream Big centers in the last 5 years in San Bernardino, Riverside, and LA counties. And so thank you, Christina, for your inspiration, for being a catalyst for inclusion, and for reminding us all that dreams really do come true.
Hi, I'm Colette Garland, parent of Layla Garland, and we are so happy to be a part of Jeanette Gomez's class. She is an amazing teacher, confidant, listens to everything, is a great resource. And I know for me as a parent, I am just so excited to have my daughter in her class, and I wish her the best. Thank you.
I first met Rick Capella through Desert Mountain Selpa's Real Talk Autism Edition for families and caregivers. He was there to learn how to better support a person with autism. And through that support group, he found out about and completed all of the Affirm modules at least once. He has been working his way through the Autism Internet modules. He has been completing the Autism Pathway put on by Desert Mountain Selpa's captain team. And whenever we see him, he comes back with questions. Here's how I put it into practice. Was this what it was supposed to be? Am I doing this right? Did that produce the result that I was hoping for? What can I do to make it even better? And he's also one of our biggest cheerleaders.
What evidence-based practices or tools or supports have been the most helpful to you this year?
I think a big one for any kid with autism and any classroom that's autism-based is visuals. They like to know what's coming, they like to see their schedule, they like to see those fun things like iPad time or PE or different things that they look forward to. They love that and they like knowing it, and it's easier to get through math when iPad time's after it. We would all like rewards. Another one that I use in my classroom a lot is color. So all of my students have a color and they thrive on that because they see red and they know that that's that child's color and their stuff is on the red wall or orange or yellow, and it makes them come alive because they know that that's their work that's being showcased.
So definitely for this population, a lot of hands-on activities, a lot of visuals, a lot of repetition for them. Everything that I teach, that we teach in the class, doing a lot of repetitive activities, not just the pencil paper activity, but a lot of hands-on, a lot of real-life experience as much as I possibly can in order to give them just that opportunity to have a variety of different ways to learn the material and understand it and really grasp the idea that I'm trying to give to them.
Angie Dobson's work as an intensive behavior interventions assistant exemplifies her passion, for students and her understanding of evidence-based practices. Angie is a go-to person who is able to apply her knowledge base to students who might be experiencing significant behavioral challenges. Angie approaches her work with compassion and is an excellent example of evidence-based practices in action. Congratulations on your recognition, Angie.
Hi, I'm Erica Mirapontes, and I wanted to share a little bit about Miss Danielle Rubin. Danielle is such an amazing individual. She is just constantly moving from one site to the next, supporting our students left and right, different ages, different behaviors. She is able to just jump in and build rapport. She is an individual that definitely makes an impact in all of the students that she meets in a very positive way. She is there to support our students in those moments where they are just having a very difficult time communicating what it is that they want and need. And she is such a fabulous individual that can just build rapport with these students so quickly, and also support and giving them the tools that they need in communicating what it is they want and need during those very challenging times. Danielle is such an amazing individual that we're constantly moving her from one site to the next to support our students, but she is just there and she is present, and she has definitely made a significant impact on the students that she's had the pleasure to work with, and for that we're so thankful, because Danielle is constantly supporting our students.
Congratulations, Sophia. I am very proud of you for being recognized as an exceptional educator and your service to students with autism. From the moment I met you, I knew you were destined to do great things. You have definitely had a positive impact not only on your students, but the staff and the community here at Hawthorne. You bring awareness every day about autism to help us learn and grow. We are so proud of you. Congratulations, you are definitely worthy of this great honor.
So excited to recognize Tasha Garcia's commitment to our learners with autism and to the educators that she supports in her district. Tasha's knowledge, skills, and passion for this work is exemplified daily. Thank you, Tasha.
Hi, my name is Erica Miramontes, and I'm here to talk to you a little about Miss Kathleen Rodriguez. I've had the pleasure of working with her, and she is an amazing person who is constantly ensuring that our students are thriving, and she definitely thinks outside the box, and she's such a caring individual. It's always a pleasure to see her and work with her. She is constantly advocating for our students, and I think that has made a significant impact in our kiddos and ensuring that they are successful.
Brandy Johnson is an exemplary teacher who has a passion for providing students with a classroom environment that meets their academic, socially emotional, and behavioral needs. Her experience with students on the autism spectrum has spanned for more than a decade of work in classrooms ranging from mild to moderate through moderate to severe. Brandy has an in-depth understanding of evidence-based practices and is an exceptional recipient of this recognition. Congratulations, Brandy.
Share a funny moment from this year.
Yes. Sometimes I forget how literal my students can be, and one day I was having a joking conversation with one of my students, and I said to him, "Who do you think I am?" And he said, "You're Miss Michelle, my teacher." And it was just a really sweet and innocent moment between us, and it's just a great reminder of how unique my students are and how much I love them.
While my classroom is made up of 2nd and 3rd graders, this year I was lucky to have 13. They all have their own strengths, their own individual personalities. They all try their best, and we have high expectations for all of them. We set them up for success, and I want the world to know that they are capable, that they can do a lot, and I'm just really proud of them.
Hi, I'm Erica Miramontes. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about Mr. Giovanni Guzman, who is one of our IBI assistants. I've had the pleasure of working with him with our high school students, and he is definitely someone that is such a joy to have in the classroom. He definitely brings the calm when the storm is hitting us hard, and he just is able to transmit that to our students, which I think is so powerful. And he does that in such a natural way that you wouldn't even think he's using evidence-based strategies, when in fact he's constantly utilizing them and ensuring that he's modeling and prompting our students through those very difficult moments. That's one thing that I love about Giovanni. He is an amazing individual who is going to be there for our students regardless of the behaviors that they're engaging in, and even after the fact he's going to be there to support them and to also debrief with the rest of our team members. He definitely brings a lot of calmness to the classrooms, and he transmits that in every setting that he goes to.